Hello, welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a movie review of Captain Marvel. So, if you haven't seen the film yet, spoiler warning. I may mention some spoilers. I'm not trying to spoil everything. I just might mention some things that I like or I didn't like. And so, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, please click off this video. You can watch other things on my channel. But if you don't care for spoilers or if you've already seen the film, please continue watching. Okay, so Captain Marvel. This was a pretty good film. I liked it. I know there was a lot of baggage surrounding the film due to what Brie Larson has said. If you don't know, people on YouTube and on the media, people have been complaining about her statement about wanting more diversity in film criticism. People have also complained that Captain Marvel is like propaganda for women, like superiority. So there's a lot of things surrounding this film, but I just watched the film and I'm just gonna tell you whether it's a good film or whether it's a bad film. So I think it's a pretty good film. It's not outstanding. It's not bad. It's a pretty good film. I think you should watch this film before you watch Avengers Endgame, because Captain Marvel is going to be in Endgame. So if you want to know that character and if you want to know her backstory, then it's best for you to watch Captain Marvel. Now, let me tell you what I liked about the film. I liked the relationship Captain Marvel had with Nick Fury, the buddy cop routine. I thought the chemistry between Captain Marvel and Nick Fury was really good. I liked the de-aging effect on Nick Fury and Coulson. I liked the action in this film. The action in this film was pretty good. It was solid. I liked how it was really tough for Carol to fight the Skrulls, because even though she could punch them and pretty much beat them up, when she was on Earth, they could kind of blend in, and it was really hard for her to tell which one is which. But she did a pretty good job at finding the Skrulls some of the time. I did like the big plot twist at the end where, okay, the Kree isn't as righteous as Carol thought, Captain Marvel thought they were. Turns out they're waging an unjust war on the Skrulls. So I just liked that whole plot twist. And the effects in Captain Marvel were good. I'd say they could have been better. The best CG to me is like the CG you can't even tell. You can't even tell that it's CG. I could tell a little bit when Captain Marvel was flying in that last scene through space, blowing up the Kree ships, that there was some CG there, and I like it better when I can't tell that it's CG. Now, some of the things that I didn't like, I didn't like Nick Fury's character in this film. To me, Nick Fury seemed out of character in this film. He did some things that were out of character. I'm used to Nick Fury in the other films. Serious, very cynical, doesn't really trust anyone. He likes to compartmentalize stuff. He wants to have all the answers. He doesn't really trust anyone. And in this film, maybe he's younger and he's just getting started. He seemed green. And one of the things that I thought was out of character was him playing with the cat, who's actually a Flerken. But him just petting the cat and talking like a baby to the cat, that seemed way out of character for me, and I didn't like it as much. Also, I did not like how he lost his eye. To me, he shouldn't have lost his eye the Flerken or the cat. He shouldn't have lost his eye like that. I remember like in Captain America, A Winter Soldier, the scene. If you watch the film, he mentions that the last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. I mean, then you watch Captain Marvel. You watch Captain Marvel, and then he loses his eye because the cat scratched it out. He should have lost his eye in a more dramatic way than that, more serious way than that. To me, that just trivialized how he lost his eye. He should have lost it in a more serious, more tragic way than that. I mean, as you watch these Marvel films, you're wondering, how did he lose his eye? And then he lost his eye to something as silly as like a cat scratching it. Another thing that I really didn't like, I mentioned this a little earlier, the CG. I like it better when I can't tell what it is. I could kind of tell that it was CG when Captain Marvel was flying through space. I also didn't like how they were trying to make Captain Marvel the one who set up everything, that she was the first in everything. So if you watch the film, Nick Fury is trying to get the Avengers Initiative ready, and he comes up with the name Avengers because he looked at a picture of Carol Danvers, and on her plane it says Avenger on it, and that's how he came up like with the name with the Avengers Initiative. I didn't like it. I didn't like how they were trying to make her like the first, like, for everything. I mean, to me, that honor like belongs with Captain America. It's even in the movie, like the first Avenger. It should be him that kind of like started like the whole thing. I also didn't like how the messaging in this film, I guess the propaganda that was being put out. When Carol Danvers was having these flashbacks of Earth, she was having these flashbacks of men telling her that she can't do this and she can't do that, or, oh, because you're a woman you can't play baseball, softball, you can't drive a go-kart, you can't pass this obstacle course, you can't fly a jet. I mean, is this the 1950s or 60s? I mean, this movie is like set in the 1990s, so 1995. So like by then, like, women aren't just staying in the home being caretakers. They're out in the corporate world. They're out being politicians. They're out being business owners. They're out doing other things. They're just not staying at home cooking dinner and taking care of kids. I don't want to say that the message was like out of touch. I just think it was really unnecessary. But other things that I liked about this film, I did see the vulnerability in Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel. People said there was no vulnerability in this film. I disagree. With her memories taken away, with her being brainwashed by the Kree to think that the Skrulls are the enemy, when in reality the Kree have been waging an unjust war. They took Carol from planet Earth and brainwashed her and turned her to a weapon, making her forget her family and her friends just to serve the Kree. I did see that vulnerability in Captain Marvel, especially when she caught up with her old friend. I don't remember her old friend's name, but it was an African American woman, and she was talking to her friend about, hey, I don't remember everything anymore. I don't remember anything from Earth. I just get these flashbacks. And you could really see the vulnerability there. Like, just take it from her friend's perspective, that her friend thought she was dead. She was gone. She died in that plane crash. And then she comes back. And then she doesn't remember the memories and the times and the bond that she had with her. So people are saying I don't see any vulnerability in Captain Marvel. They just want to make her overpowered, and they don't want to like see her lose or get beat up. I saw plenty of vulnerability in this film, like throughout the whole film. So I did like that. I did like to see that tension there. So this movie wasn't outstanding, but it wasn't bad. It was a good film. I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend you go see it. Don't pay attention to like all the reviews, people saying they hate it because Brie Larson said this, and people want to support it because oh, it's another female superhero film. I recommend you go watch it because it is a good film, and if you are a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or if you're a comic book fan, you will like it. You will see some of the things that I'm talking about in this film that you may not like, but overall, it's a good film. I recommend you go see it. That's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you see Captain Marvel? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe. Also, you can follow me on social media. I have the links in the description box below. And all of you, have a great day.